It should have been accounting to the people who the city what they have done with this money. All of you are aware that the city has failed on the roads of restoring street lights, of desifting block streets, of maintaining back streets, of maintaining culverts, including walkways. Many of them are broken if you go to the ring road, you could see them. In maintaining the cleanliness of the road edges and the flowers, yes, on the road and so forth. In putting up a solar system in the main market. The main market is so dark, now crashed, and we see the city council going to pay 1 meter for repair. Leave alone power and water, which is a consistent in that market. The same city council have not constructed any road using local revenue that they can point. They have not constructed any classroom. They have not built, made or distributed any test anywhere using local revenue. The entire local revenue is for consumption. And it's the same mindset the mayor thinks that all of us are in the same game. And he is introducing and inducting the SC1s to think along that line. We came to tell you that we don't have any problem with the SC1s and SC2s. On 22nd August, I had a meeting with all my SC1s and SC2s in the city division offices. We agreed with them before. One, they themselves said they are quite aware that the challenges of the division are enormous, given the new area that have come, the American approach and the like. For that reason, whatever money they have received in that 3 years, in terms of the 25% and 10% of the 30% we receive from the city, they appreciate it. And whatever has been used by the division, they are quite aware we are used in their sales, in their villages, in terms of construction of roads, road maintenance, and they were saying most of the roads at that time were so bad. And I agree with them. When they go to Bia West, the road to the primary school is near the carpet. I don't know even how exam is going to be taken. When you go to Pamiano have 4 sales, 4 villages. We need now to take an emergency action. The bishop is going there next Sunday. And most of these places go to Kasuki Central, the south of Wayne Road is covered completely. And we need to respond. And so many other places we need to take graders and put people. So they say everything we have been doing, they see and they recognize. And for that reason, they are not demanding us anything. I repeat, the SC1 and 2s, they are not demanding us anything that we could be owing them in terms of non-remittance, or what are not remittance. For reason that they know the city division are not collecting any money, the monies were used in their very sales. And for themselves, they cannot go individually to big graders to service the roads which they have in their wards. We agreed with them that for the subsequent period, we should redeclare whatever we get from from our local revenue. That comes through the city, not from the city, but comes, it passed by the city to central government, Ministry of Finance, and then it comes through the city. We should declare to them whatever we have got. And if there's any challenge, we should call them for a meeting and say, this time we want to use your money for maybe this emergency work. They would agree. And if there's no challenge, we give them what belongs to them. And on that very day, we gave them 17 million shillings. And that was the last money that had come. I forwarded you the figure, the exact figure. It is in this maybe I mentioned it. But you can now see the 17 million, 681,800 shillings. That is from particular UCD division. The same amount of money was also given by the Rupa City division. The Rupa City division have so many wards and sales more than us. So the amount of money going to each individual SC1 would not be the same. But for my case, where I have 42 SC1s, we gave 263,100 shillings to each SC1 on 23rd August this year. SC2s, we gave them 388,000 shillings, 600 shillings. 388,600 shillings. The month of September, we did not receive remittance from local government, from central government. It is this October, Friday, that we received remittance from the local government, which was sent by the city council minus 30%. I repeat, minus 30%, and it was 41 million shillings. That was 50% of what belonged to the division, that the division of music and discussion. You know. The 30% was sent as Okwonga was attacking my offices. And we were very peaceful. Now, why all these things coming? I've already stated before. That is a fever, it's a panic from a man who has failed of leadership to the people who are students. And he knows that by all index, by all indicators, he's not going to go back. Even if any of us stand or not, it's already concluded. He's a person who lied the workers and got to his by fraud. Having sent forms to SC1s who were there at that time in 2021, registering 100 workers and promising them 100,000 shillings each. Which after election, that money had never been given to anyone. Started switching on his phone. He hired a lady who would answer his phone, throughout. He got lost from community, And then he disappeared, even in Barrio. He told us Barrio is the issues of SC1s and the division mayors, not the city mayors. So 3 years down the road, when election talks have started, he's realizing he's nowhere. And they think he can paint some of us black, painting himself white. No. We also came to tell you, number 3, that we ate money that was swindled by the city mayor leadership. In 2021-22 financial year, all of you are aware that this city stayed without local revenue remittance for 8 solid months consecutively. And for that reason, we had so many garbages. Those were so bad. And the councillor came up with an initiative that why don't we complain and complain loudly to the president himself who could pay that at that time. We decided as mayor to join the councillors so that they don't struggle alone. And that initiative was started by the deputy speaker of municipal council. So Honorable Geoffrey, myself, Honorable Patrick joined the councillors. We hired a bus, the red bus, and we went and stormed State House. On the day the president was meeting ministers, they were for cabinet meeting. There it was all humiliation throughout the day. You members of the press were captured. You saw how some of us were lying on that compound, so angry, and you know the stories. But still, we had to stand strong because we knew we were struggling for services for our people. And we pushed our way in evening on that day. We blocked State House Gate, presidential convoy came, there were a lot of issues, and the president had to come and stand, wave to us, and ask what was the problem in this vehicle, which he was briefed. And that is when the relief came, immediately ordered that we should be kept well. He ordered the Minister of Finance who was there to return our money within 1 week. And actually said, even after returning the money, he didn't want to get us to understand the other problem of the city. Unfortunately, the day he was to get us, we had issues we lost Jacob Somaya, and he was meeting those who want to contest to replace him. May he still rest in eternal peace. So that day, but all the same, we brought money up to 1.2 billion shillings from Kampala. That had accumulated for 8 months, and there was 180 million shillings that the government of the Bella George, and left in the treasury, and it was swept by that time the Ministry of Finance. So it was also returned. Honorable Alfred, the chief thief, was not with us in their death. He had traveled to Israel. Okwonga, I don't know where. His deputy was with us and we thanked her. When we brought the money, Okwonga come. And the only message we saw from him was congratulations for bringing the money. And immediately he started planning how to root out the money. So he started with his town clerk, the treasurer, the city treasurer, and decided to remove almost 500 million. Remitting most of the money to Toyota Uganda to buy this official vehicle. Two cars at the same time. It was Tangular and this. And he wrote to us, the Tangular wrote to us that we have received money, we are sending back this, we belong to you, but we have this balance of yours. Without any reason asked why they removed what they did that was belong to us. I complained before fact. You members of the press were there in the district council hall. And I gave all the evidence of the money that were corrupted in writing and also the attachment. Part of the money were picked. Most of the money were picked from service providers, including the Mogibe, BASPA, the BASPA, the revenue collector was still packing. That time was war traders. Actually, made war traders to collapse. After now, it's on the run, and then from abattoir. So, that money accumulated about 500 million. Yes, at that time, the city was in a silent crisis. They had corrupted money for this Nabanja, was PDM. And there were arrests that was going on. The town clerk of Kirkuk was already arrested at that time. So when the corruption unit of state was founded, they were ordered to return the money within 1 week. Part of the money is what they use to quietly return that money. That's why there was no arrest in the use of the PDM in the city. And their name came out, and their name was out among the cities and districts which were being what? Yeah, the COVID fund. Their name were out of they were not among the districts that were implicated. That was the COVID fund. That was sent. It was the first COVID fund, actually. When arrest was made,
the other time we had regional parliamentary sitting here. Bulu City was praised. That's the clean city. All those efforts of cleaning city is the work of division. Nothing to do with even city council.
Using local revenue.
We use local revenue to clean the city. And that's why the city look like what it is today. From financial year 2021-2022, Auditor General will give an opinion on the account of Bulu City. A qualified opinion, meaning the account was not okay. And even if used meat was supposed to continue in Bulu City, that provision alone had already disqualified Bulu City because of bad financial management under the leadership of Okwonga. Now, for 3-4 years, city mayor has been using only one approach because he sees that the division mayors are working, we are collecting revenue, we are collecting garbage day in, day out, and we are opening many roads. So he sees how to bring us down so that maybe we go down with him together. He's using only one approach, using the LCs. That divisions are not remitting money to LCs. For us, we are well aware, we know Bulu City has a structure, administrative structure, from the city, which is a government autonomy, body corporate Bulu City. Then we have the division council, which are also body corporate, they can sure and be sure. Then down the LC, down the division council, we have LC1 and LC2, which we are directly responsible with. So should it be any problem, maybe arising out of conflict of our operation, we should expect that the LCs will approach our offices. Our offices are always open. If we are not meeting, we can have a roundtable talk. Does not warrant Gulu City Mayor to organize a separate meeting without even invitation and then organize council, mobilize LC1 to come and knock division offices without even giving us notice, without even us understanding what the problem is. For us as divisions, we have no problem with the LC1 whatsoever. We have evidence we have been remitting money to LC1. And we shall continue to give them money in that line. So, the approach that allegation being put against us, that for the 3 years we have not issued money, we have made it clearly on radio that we have not issued money. We owe LC1 2.7 billion. That is madness. What kind of calculation is it using? 2.7 billion, when if you compute all the money we have received all this period, is even less than 7 billion for 3 years. So now, owing LC1 2.7 billion, that's not what it is. 25%, 30%. So his calculation, I must put it very clear that for 4 years, Okwonga has not learned his role and responsibility as mayor of the city. What are the key issues? If you go in the Local Government Act, you find role and responsibility which are directed to the city. Number one is street light. Number one, those who drafted the Local Government Act. But if you look around Gulu City, no single light is on. The city is in total darkness. To fix light in Gulu City, we are told need about 7 billion. But city is not moving towards fixing street lights. Apart from these new streets, the street that the contractor installing new solars, you don't see lights. And where? Because city does not give us money. We collect revenue, local revenue, through the IRS system, and the money goes straight to Kampala. And money comes back to us through the city. But it's not that city give us money. It is our money that we share. They take 50%, for us we take 50%. So Okwonga cannot account even for the last financial year that the two divisions send local revenue to Gulu City of 2.2 billion shilling. This 2.2 billion could have fixed some street lights, could have actually desilted some of these roads. All the roads you see around Gulu City actually silted. We need to remove those, the pavers on where people move so that we unhave. That's why when it rains, water just flows on the streets. And this will take us a very short time that we shall have potholes within the city because of poor management of city, poor leadership being exhibited by Mayor Okwonga, and now want to shift to goalposts blaming division that they were eating money for LC1. For us, our roles, 24 hours, we collect garbage. We spend too much money. Nairobi just spent close to 300 million in garbage management per financial year. All this comes from local revenue. We pay workers in main market. We pay utility bills. 5 utility bills, umeme and water. 8 million per month. And there's nothing that has changed, like our members cut of power. We normally make that, we ensure that we service our utility bills, we pay them on time. But it is certain that all what efforts we are trying to put across, city mayor does not take it in good faith, because for him he cannot exhibit what he has done. He has had endless travel abroad. Any travel abroad must be sanctioned by Minister of Local Government. But several of his trips were not sanctioned. And he has never even written any single report that I went to, like, for instance, he has just been in Germany like for 2 weeks. He has just returned. Not even a single report I did presented before council that I went to Germany, this is what we have got. Those of Nabeja in those days, they went to Japan.
Only once.
Once only. But we have this garbage truck, we have the ambulances. So he has not brought anything. And we want to believe that whatever benefits that he gets out, either promote himself. Actually, for me, I look at Okwonga as a tourist mayor. He has never boarded a plane. He got an opportunity to board a plane to fly out of the country when he became a mayor. Now for him, he now feels enjoying flying around, using public resources. Does not, whatever he goes there, nothing comes back to our community here. I was told, I don't know how true it is, he brought some iPads on his trip abroad. And I was told he distributed to his school, the EB High, maybe clinical school, he distributed iPads to all the teaching staff. And I want to believe that perhaps maybe somebody in good faith gave those ones to be given to our children in schools. But now he's personalizing it. So whatever travel Okwonga is doing is benefiting him and his business, but not benefiting Gulu City at all. So we want to put it very clear that as division mayor, our hands are clean, our records are clean, we are doing things to see that services are implemented within the divisions. And that is why the city is clean. The city is clean because we are working. The trucks we have even to buy, the trucks we have to buy the tires, we have to service them. Secondly, when we look at garbage management, currently we don't have where to dump our garbage. Maybe even the issue of Kitezi could even arise here, because we are just struggling where to dump our garbage. Because the road dumping site is under construction. For all this period, city could not supervise the contract to finish within the scheduled time. Now they brought in another contractor to work on the dumping site. For us, we now have to look around community where to dump the garbage. But this garbage are generated annually, daily, timely, every time we are generating this garbage. But where to dump them? We have to go up to Pamirano, where road is even bad. So we are overburdened as division with a number of responsibilities. We have to maintain our roads. Yet in road maintenance, Gulu City does not have. Gulu City is supposed to provide road equipment. Of late, we have been in Kasese. Minister Rafael Magezi aligned cities in this country who have procured road equipment using local revenue. Mbarara bought a grader, 1.2 billion, which is actually the same money which we have sent to the city. Mbarara bought a brand new grader, 1.2 billion. Ginger bought, even Nansana, even Kira. But what are we doing in this city? Where is the money going? All money is going towards travel of Okwonga and then paying allowances. You cannot identify a single project done by our local revenue. Now you want to run around that maybe central government project like that. What is coming from Karoma, Umeme is bringing near, he mentioned those as his achievement. His own achievement is travel abroad. That is what he has done. The good thing Gulu City voters have done is to give Okwonga a chance to travel and to fly at the expense of service delivery. Completely, he never even sits in office. He never attends to anybody. Honorable Lumumba mentioned here that even have a phone handler, somebody just hold his phone. A lady handle a phone, you call, then you pass through him. For us, he has lost direction as a leader of the city because there is no single day that Okwonga as a city mayor above us has called for a meeting between the two division mayors to sit. There is no single day he has called. Then you call yourself you're a city mayor. Which city? For us, at least we meet at bilateral relations like Badege and Peje, we meet and discuss issues that affect us all. That's what we do. Because on top there is completely no leadership. And that is why, even appointing his executive, he has failed to fill one of the executive for almost 2 years because none of the councillors want to be associated with him because it's a failure. So we put it clear that he should not mingle as division mayors in his failure, in his corrupt. He speaks a lot about corruption. But he's a totally corrupt man that the evidence are clear. How can you go out? You are given iPads to distribute to your institution to benefit them, but not benefiting the local people. What has they done? Because value for money, you fly out. If a mayor fly from Gulu maybe to German, a single trip is value at a classroom. A single trip can build a classroom. A single trip can build a staff quarter at the health facility. Why are we wasting resources in this city? As if we have never seen mayors in this town. So for us, we assure our community that as division, we are really focused on what we are supposed to do. We are sticking on our work plan to ensure that we implement all the work plan so that we change the sanity in the city, regardless of loss of direction from the city mayor, because city is not doing what they are supposed to do. For us, our role and responsibility are separate from those of the city. So the rest, it is, people should not lose hope, because we are there and we are going to provide leadership at the division level. Thank you so much.